Alright, we're getting right into this. Graphing points and naming quadrants part 2. So, yes, I do want you to write this down. The ordered pair AB, what is AB? I do not know. Gives the location of point P in the coordinate plane. The value of A is positive. What does this mean? Okay, so let's see how we can piece this together. It says we have A, B, and A is positive. So, what does that mean? Okay, there's three options. If A is positive, B could be positive, negative, or 0. So, I'm trying to figure out where these ordered pairs are. So, I could have A is positive, B is negative, right? I could have A is positive, B is 0. Or I could have A is positive and B is also positive. Alright, let's see what that would look like. Where could point P be located on the coordinate plane? Where could this be? Well, let's take a look. If we have our coordinate plane, we know that this is x and y. These are our x and y axes. And we have this is the positive x, positive y, negative x. So, what do we have? Well, this one, if I had a positive x, that means I would count over here, and a negative y, that means I would go down somewhere here. So, this corresponds to plus, comma, minus, that is quadrant 4. Quadrant 4. So, there's that. What about, I'll do it in green. What about positive, comma, 0? Well, positive x means I would go out somewhere here, and then I would stay on my x-axis because I don't move up or down at all. So, positive x, comma, 0, that would correspond to this. Positive, comma, 0, that's what that would be. I don't know the number, so I don't know how far on the x-axis you go, but I do know it's on the x-axis. And then the last part, we have positive. That means I would go to the right some distance and then also up. So that would look like something like this, where I'd have positive. That would be in the first quadrant, Q1. And this would be the x-axis. Okay, so let's see what it's asking. Where could the point be located? Well, I just did all three of those spots. Well, I could have the x-axis. That would be this, so I'd check that box. X-axis, I also know that I can be in quadrant 4, so I will check that box as well. And I could be in quadrant 1, Q1. Quadrant 1, that would be that one. So that's how you do this type of problem. You list out all possible outcomes and then sort of semi-plot them based on their positive x-axis, positive y-axis, negative x-axis, negative y-axis. We'll take another look at that in a moment. Let's move on to example 2. Let's take a look at example 2. The ordered pair A, B gives the location of point P on the coordinate plane. Okay, the value of A and B have the same sign. Neither A nor B is 0. So what are my options? Well, if they have the same sign, if the first one's positive, the second one would have to be positive. Or, if they have the same sign, they would both be negative, right? It looks like he's sleeping. I cannot have a positive and a negative because that's not the same sign. And I can't have a negative and a positive because that's also not the same sign. So, these are my only options. Let's quickly plot those. If I have, I'll do that one in yellow, this one in green. If I have positive and positive, that means I must go out somewhere on the positive x-axis, and then up somewhere because I'm going in the positive y direction. So that would be somewhere right there, plus, plus. And then also, I could have, what is it, green? Negative, negative, that means backwards, negative, backwards on the x-axis, and then down. So that would be somewhere over there, negative, comma, negative. So, where could these be? Well, quadrant 1 and quadrant 3. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's quadrant 3. You cannot be on the x or y axes because it says neither A nor B is 0. Alright, there you go. That was example 2. Let's move on. Select a quadrant or axis where each ordered pair is located on the coordinate plane. This is easy. We'll just plot these and we'll see. 9.5 comma 0. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to have to extend this. 7, 8, 9, 10. 9.5 means you move out to 9.5. If you count that, it would be 9.5. Comma 0 means, you don't move up or down at all. That's 9.5, comma 0. If it's had like comma 1, then I'd have to move up 1. But it doesn't say that. Okay, that's on the x-axis. Sweet. Negative 4, comma 7. Well, that would be back 4, and then up 7, and then you would plot it. Remember, you have to do both ordered pairs, both the x and the y coordinates, before you actually plot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we got back 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, up 7. That would be that, negative 4, comma 7. That is, well, this is quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, and quadrant 4. So that would be quadrant 2. So we mark that. And then negative 1, comma negative 8. That would be negative 1 and then down 8. You don't even need to plot these. You could just do them in your head. That would be quadrant 3. Right? And that's how you do that stuff. We'll practice these a lot, so you get used to them, and then you'll do the Khan Academy stuff. It should be pretty easy. It should be good. Okay. Maybe I'll stop on this one. I think we're done.